So hello for this fantastic meeting with Paolo Manzoni. I won't spend a word about Paolo because I want to enjoy a lot the way Paolo describes himself because we have many things to know about him.
I'm here to tell the story of my experience. I've been involved more than 40 years ago in the America's Cup campaign, where we introduced for the first time computer and electronics software and computers in this sailing world, in this racing sailing world. And at the beginning, the story was really linked to the idea that computer could give you a lot of data and process a lot of data, and that was seen as the new way to introduce something that will help sailors to better sail the boat.
Right.
Then we approach the reality, and sailors are still sailors, and the data seems not enough useful to do an advantage.
Right. It was the 80s, right?
Was the 80s.
So another universe completely.
Yes. At that time, everybody was feeling the arrival of computers in commercial life and in everybody's life. At that time, computers were something used by scientists and for specific industrial process. But the arrival of computers in everyday life, we know now,
Right.
was just there. And also in sailing, we decided that we had to understand how to take the advantage of the new technology. And we did some mistakes, but then we slowly better off.
And what you did understood from using data at that time?
That we understood that there was no possibility to have an information that you can blindly read and execute. No way. A boat, a sailing boat, my sport, has a wonderful point and fascinating aspect. You never reproduce the same situation. You think you know exactly how to sail a boat in 20 knots, and then suddenly you have to sail in 20 knots with a different waves.
Right.
And the situation is totally different than before. So the difficult to reproduce the same situation was an aspect that at the first moment put some difficulties to use the informatic and computers. But then we understood that instead of using big data as a sort of big database,
Right.
the solution was to use a model
Right.
and not to have a result and a number to follow, but the result was a number that to give you an indication where you have to go.
Right.
You don't take the number as the number you have to reproduce. When the information will explain to you that the target speed is 7.8 knots and you are sailing slower, you know that you will better off if you bear away a little bit and go faster. But is the helmsman the only one that can judge the right angle to keep in those conditions of waves,
Yeah.
sails, competitors? But the information that at the beginning many sailors believed they were not useful at all, they find out very useful because they get faster decision. And that's what I think maybe also today technology should help to make a decision maker capable to understand more quickly
Yeah, faster, to be faster in decision making.
the direction they have to take.
And how many time, how much tries, how long did you experience this technology before actually using it in a race?
The data collection start with the British team, the America's Cup at 1984, so 83, pardon. And so they, in the beginning of the 80s, they start to collect data, and the aim was a database.
Okay.
And we go ahead with that solution of the database for few years more, and then, as I told you, we switch to the idea that building a model, a mathematical model of the behavior of the boat based on the data collected, instead of using the data collected and find out your answer interpolating
Right.
data collecting. That was the beginning, the first idea. Then from that moment, that is about 1985, 84, 85, the improvement went very quick.
Yes, yes. And
Very
if
fast.
you were the first, how long it took for other teams to understand what we were doing, apply themselves their own
We were
technique?
with the Team Italia, we were among the first, not the only one. As I told you, the British were started, and also the Americans, of course. So the American team, our team, and in 1986, 87, I would say most of the other team understood that they had to enter in this idea to put electronic informatica, this in the same world. Then we have the improvement on all the little equipment with the electronics. Think about at the time we start, GPS was only for military use.
Yeah, sure.
So try to imagine how much it changed the world when finally we could have a positioning system from satellite to know exactly where you are on the ground.
Right.
And that opened a lot of ideas of improvement. Then laser, inertial platform, and all these devices arrived, and of course everything got wider and wider.
Absolutely, absolutely. Paolo, I know that you are world champion these days, right?
Okay. Yes.
Tell me something about your recent adventure.
No, yes, it's a pleasure to tell you. It's a curious thing. After I've been sailing for 20, almost 30 years in the sailing world, being a little bit a navigator, an electronic navigator, my role, I decided in my hobby and my holidays time, I wanted to challenge a different way of sailing. And so I entered the sailing world in the classic boat, where we sail all the classic boat.
Okay, that sounds
no
fantastic.
instrumental, no electronic.
It sounds so fantastic. One of the pioneer.
I wanted to measure also
fantastic.
the way of sailing in the old way.
Love it, love it. One of the first pioneers in using electronics and computer science in sailing, in competition, by the way, now is approaching a total different way of sailing. So for that purpose, what can you bring in your early experience as one of the first sailor that brought electronics and informatics and computer science into sailing to the young generation that now have robots as boats, aerospace technology installed on the boats, and have such a different way of understanding the sea, understanding the waves. What do you feel yourself you can suggest to them?
Oh, I feel I have to learn from them, not to suggest. They were speaking about very top champion only sailing in those flying boats.
Right.
But I think again, not to lose the point. Technology is there to help you to do better, to take faster decision, and to be more precise. Technology is not there to tell you exactly what to do. So stay with the maximum attention around you. But I know they are doing this because, as you can see, even in those super technological boats, at the end, the herdsman coming from Olympic Games is a super sailor, because at the end, the boat need the capability and the experience of a sailor to use all these electronic equipment, and now are for me are fantastic toys that I could only dream at my time.
Anyway, compliment for your career, compliment for your recent success, and thank you so much, Paolo, for being here for the years.
For inviting
Thank you so
me.
much. Appreciate it.
Very hard to see
Appreciate
you.
it.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Bye.